Yo, what's up, you guys? Little Stocks Bro here, giving you an update on my options account today. And today was a beautiful, beautiful green day. There was a lot of green for the tech sector, and I have two stocks in particular that did very, very well today. We're going to get into that in a second, but before I do, I want to remind you guys that I do make these update videos every Monday through Friday. I show you how much I'm up, how much I'm down on my account, what I bought, what I sold, and give you my general thoughts on the market and trading in general. So if that's something that you guys are interested in and you guys want to follow, drop a like on the video. I am this Friday going to give you guys an update on the little experiment that I want to do on this channel to gear it a little bit more towards you guys, help you guys get started in the market, help you guys learn how to trade. Because even though it's fun watching me make money, trust me, it's like 10 times better for you guys to make money on your own. So that will be coming this Friday. So without further ado for today, let's get into the account and see the beauty that was today in the market. So there you have it, folks. We are at $19,452.50, up $1,263.89 today. And before you guys come for me because of the title of this video, we were up over $20,000. We were actually up over $21,000 at one point, but I took $500 out of the account. Now, why did I do that? It's because I know myself, okay? My cash was getting a little bit high. I was approaching around $5,000 cash. And I just know that when I have a lot of money in the actual account that I can use to instantly buy, if I see a deal, if I see Baba at 227, I'm going to buy it. You can't stop me from buying Baba in the 20s, all right? I just can't. And that's one thing that I do need to work on. I do need to improve on. A good example of this was last week. Last week, the market dipped pretty hard. I think Xpeng fell 15% in one day, and I threw like $5,000 right into the market, like $5,000 in one day, which on all those positions that I bought, I am up, I'm positive. But if I was a little bit more disciplined and would have spent 2,000 one day, 2,000 the next day, 2,000 the day after that, my returns would have been much, much greater. So, I know myself, I know my weaknesses as a trader, as an investor. When I see a deal, I just take it. I get a little bit impatient. In my mind, a deal is a deal, and if it becomes more of a deal, then I'll just buy it again. I'll buy more. But at the end of the day, you always have to be disciplined. That is one thing that I want to really push on this channel for you guys. When you guys end up getting started in the market, you want to be disciplined. You want to be patient. Okay, this market is a market that rewards patience and discipline. Patience and discipline are the two key factors that a lot of people miss in the market, because a lot of people don't have patience and discipline in real life, let alone when they're investing in the stock market. So patience and discipline, guys. Patience and discipline, like burn those things into your brain. Patience and discipline. But let's get to the account. So what happened today? Today was an amazing day. Like I said, we started the day up 1,000 right off the bat, because if you guys didn't know, when it comes to contracts, they don't move. The value of the contracts don't move pre or after market hours. So stocks have a pre-market and an after hours market where they move a little bit even after the market close. The options contract do not reflect any of those movements. So if a stock pre-market, before the market opens at 9:30 a.m., has already gone up a few dollars, as soon as the market opened, then the contracts will reflect that price and they'll immediately blast up. And Xpeng was one of those stocks that just shot up in the pre-market. So as soon as the market opened, I was up almost $1,000, and it just kept getting better from there. After that, I was up 1,200. After that, 1,300. And then right around 10 o'clock, that's when things really got crazy. I was up 2,200 at 10:30. Almost at 11 o'clock, I was up $2,400. And then things kind of settled back down a bit, but then blasted off right again. It was all due to Xpeng. Xpeng was the lovely stock of the day. The highest I was at during the day was $2,415. Now remember, I did take $500 out, so we did hit 21,100 for a brief period of time. But like I said, guys, the value in the account isn't really the important thing. It's these things over here, all these contracts that I got, because these are the money makers. These are the ones that if you buy them correctly, the value in your account will take care of itself. It'll go up on its own. You don't even have to worry about that, all right? The market is all about going up and down, going up and down, going up and down. Don't get yourself distracted on the value of your account. Get yourself distracted on what contracts you have, because those are what's going to determine the value of your account in the long run. So let's jump straight into the two stocks that I own, because yes, I had three. I sold one. You can kind of guess if you've been watching the channel for a while. It was AMD. So now I'm down to Xpeng and Alibaba. Let's first jump into Alibaba, the Babanator. See what happened with Alibaba today. Man, I was up at one point 2,000 something dollars, and that was with Alibaba just tanking the entire day. If Alibaba would have been green along with Xpeng, along with AMD, that would have been a dream come true. I would have been up like $4,000 in one day. That would have been a nice day. But you know, you can't have it all. And Alibaba did tank, which I'm perfectly fine with, because as long as Alibaba's in the 20s, I'm going to keep buying. And if it can stay in the 20s, that's fine. I mean, obviously, I'm going to need it to pop up into the 30s a little bit so I can flip those other contracts that I bought. But, you know, I'm going to keep making my money, make money with Xpeng, and throw it into Alibaba, because Alibaba at the end of the day is my #1 highest conviction stock. If everything goes to hell, I'm going to sell everything and put all my chips into Alibaba. And I'll make a separate video on Alibaba and why I love Alibaba so much, if you guys are interested in that, so you guys can know why exactly it is that I have over 5 figures in this position, a stock that has just been getting beat up for such a long time. But taking a look at hold on, let's take a look at Baba first. Baba today down 1%, down to $227. Remember what I say, Baba in the 220s is free money express, so you won't see Baba in the 220s for very much longer. It's getting out into the 30s, but then it keeps getting back down into the 20s. That won't last, you know, it'll bounce around a little bit, but at one point it's just going to blast off and you're never going to see it down here ever again. But my position on Baba, 7 contracts for value of $10,678. Yes, I did buy another contract on Alibaba today. I will show you guys all that, everything I bought and everything I sold at the end of this video on the spreadsheet. I have it nicely laid out for you guys, even color coded. We'll get to that at the end. Today's return down $1,010 Baba took from me. So basically everything Baba gave me last Friday and Monday, it took from me yesterday and today. Yeah, it is what it is. In return, I got some nice contracts for it though. So I have a total return of negative $2,157 for Ali the Bobinator. Lastly, let's take a look at xpengypeng. Xpeng, my baby. Xpeng up 7.95% to almost 8% today, and that's on top of being up, I think it was 8 or 7% yesterday. So huge move for Xpeng. Oh, 83% buy. Oh, that's new. I just realized that. Oh, that's absolutely new. That was today. 12 ratings. Oh, how many analyst ratings did they have before? Xpeng used to be a 69% buy. Now it's an 83% buy. Oh, that's amazing. That happened just today. That happened just right now. That's crazy. Yeah, that might actually really help the stock. There must have been an analyst who gave it a buy rating. I have to look into that further, but I don't want to take up this video. So yeah, up 7.9% today. It was a beautiful day. Just went up and up and up and up and up and away. And looking at the contracts, so I have 8 contracts now for a value of $6,524. Today gave me back $1,359. It actually gave me back more than that, guys. It actually gave me back a lot more than that. But what I did was I sold off all of my terrible contracts. All the contracts that I bought before the market corrected are gone. I took all the losses, which in total, it's a scary number. In total, on Xpeng, I think I lost around $10,000. So that is a lot, but that's what happens when you buy into stocks that are high flying and that have the potential to drop 50%, because that's exactly what Xpeng did. When I started buying it, Xpeng was at like $46 and it was at approaching $60. So when I saw it approaching 60 and then I saw it again at 46, I was like, wow, $10 off, $12 off. You know, let me start a position in Xpeng. So I started my position at 46, and as it went down, you know, to 30, 38 to 38, I bought more. 35, I bought more, and it just kept going down and kept going down all the way down to $26. So imagine that. Went from like I think it peaked at 60. From $60 to $26. That's over 50% drop. Yeah, that's one thing when you're dealing with it, when you're dealing with options. And I know many of my viewers are watching, you're not going to be dealing with options, but if you are going to be dealing with options, don't get into stocks that are so volatile like that and so overextended like that. I'm still in Xpeng now because now it's a little bit more reasonably priced. You know, I'm getting in at low 30s, mid 30s, not, you know, mid 40s, high 40s. So So yeah, that's what Xpeng did to me. It took about 10,000, but we'll get that back, guys. Especially now, because one thing you have to understand, it's one thing to lose money on stocks that are terrible in the market, and have your account plummet while the market in general is going up. It's another thing for you to lose money while all the other stocks around you are falling and getting discounted, and the market around you is falling as well. So yes, my account did take a $10,000 hit, but in exchange, now look, I get to buy Alibaba in the 220s. I get to buy Xpeng in the low 30s. Before, Xpeng was in the high 40s, even in the 50s, and Alibaba was at 270. I can't buy contracts on Alibaba at 270. They're like $4,000, $5,000 a pop. But now I get to buy them at these discounted prices. So as long as I make my money back at the end of the day, yeah, that's all that matters. I was up $13,000 on the year anyways. If I make too much money from these contracts, guys, these short-term contracts, I'm going to get hit with a crazy amount of tax. So that's another thing I can go into if you guys are interested, later on. I don't want to get this too complicated, but basically, before I start making real money with these contracts, I want them to be way over 1 year out so I can hold them for a year. I don't want to be making a lot of money on these short-term contracts because you get punched when it comes to the tax situation. You get hit pretty hard. Imagine capital gains tax is your regular taxed income. So if I'm pushing up into 30% bracket, because I make for my regular income, not including what I make in the stock market, about 70K a year. So if I'm making 30,000 in the stock market, that's going to get taxed like 30%. That's $10,000 that they're going to take from me on come tax time. And you don't want that. You want to have long-term capital gains, but we're not going to get into that. Let's just jump straight. Are we done with Xpeng? I think we're done with Xpeng. So yeah, let's just jump straight into the spreadsheet because this video has been long enough, so we can see exactly what it is that happened today in the account. Okie dokie. So first thing is first, we're going to start with this green bar right here. The first thing I sold are these 3 option contracts in AMD. As I told you guys, if AMD goes up to around $79, I will be selling, and it did, so I sold. And I sold for break even. I wasn't trying to really make a profit on AMD. I'm just trying to get my money back. I'm trying to build up my cash. So if there's a pullback in Xpeng, if there's an even greater pullback in Baba, I can take that money and throw it into Xpeng and Alibaba. So I sold my AMD. I sold for a beautiful whopping $9 profit. So it wasn't break even. I got back $9 from it, all right? 9 beautiful, amazing dollars. Every dollar matters, okay? So sold AMD for $9. And then next, I sold, actually, like I said, I sold earlier all of my terrible Xpeng contracts, but since they're not included here, I'm not going to go back and include them and just, add those losses onto the account. All these positions that you see here are the positions that I've started since I started the YouTube channel. So we're just going to move forward from here. But apart from one single contract that I have in Alibaba, that's it. All the positions you see here are the positions that I have. So I think from now on, apart from that one Alibaba contract, anytime I sell something, it will show up here. It will show up here on my total over here, total gains, total losses, and you guys will see it. So no more me selling contracts and you guys not knowing what I'm doing, what I'm losing, how much I'm losing. That's it. I've gotten rid of all of my bad Xpeng contracts. So moving forward, Xpeng, I did take profit on one of the contracts that I bought over here, the $35 strike, down to 3 of them. So I sold one. I originally bought it for $495. And I sold it for $695 for a profit of $200 on that contract. Not too much, but again, these short-term contracts, which again, for me, 3, 4, 5 months out, that's short-term. Anything under 6 months is short-term. Anything under 3 months is gambling. So it's as easy as that. But these short-term contracts, I'm not looking to make $1,000 off of them. Okay, these short-term contracts, I'm looking to make a little bit of money off of them and then flip them for longer-term contracts. So the contracts that I really want to make the money off of, and when I say the real money, I mean the real big money. I'm talking like $5,000, $10,000 off of them. Those contracts will come in the future after I've flipped all these. All right, I'm going to take all these July expiration contracts that you see here, flip them into August, flip them into October, into November, flip those into 2022s, flip those into 2023s, flip them as far as I possibly can. Well, actually, not as far as I possibly can. There is a balance, because if you flip them too far out into the future, they're gonna cost ridiculous prices. I can go in another video and show you what for example, a contract on Alibaba for 2023 would cost. It's like $10,000, probably even more than that. So there's a balance. You don't want to be too far into the future, but again, you want to have enough time to feel comfortable. So you strike that balance. But for me, at least right now, I would feel comfortable with probably having contracts of summer of next year, so summer of 2022. Once I get to that point, which is basically like a year and a half out, that's kind of that'll be my sweet spot. That's where I want to keep it. But with a $20,000 account, it's almost impossible to do that. If I were buying those type of contracts, I'd maybe buy 2 Xpeng contracts, 1 Alibaba contract, and then that'd be it. That would be the whole $20,000 right there. So before I can start buying a lot of 1.5 year out contracts, I need to get this account up to like 100K. But I will do that using this method, using this strategy. Little gains from these smaller short-term contracts, and then flip them. So that's it for Xpeng. I got back $200 for Xpeng, and then finally I started a new position on Baba. I bought another contract. It's a $230 strike price, a break even of $249.60. It is a little high, but it expires in August 20th. So it gives me an extra month from all these July contracts. So if you see, for example, guys, don't even worry about this one right here. This one is just pure money. $241 break even, easy money. But comparing it to this one, this $230 strike price, you see, they have the same strike price. This one expires in July. This one expires in August. This one has a break even of 247. This one has a break even of 249. So I get an extra month for $2. So an extra month for Alibaba to go up $2 more. For me, that's a good deal. So I took it. Especially since I don't believe Alibaba will remain in the 20s for very much longer. So that is it, you guys. Dang, this was a long video, but there was a lot that I did today, a lot in the market, a lot for my account. I'm very happy with where my account stands right now, especially compared to where it was just a few weeks ago. The contracts that I have right now, I'm really comfortable with, except for some of these June contracts that I have in Baba. I'm trying to get rid of those as soon as possible. As soon as Baba pops to the mid-30s, those will be sold. Those will be gone. So yeah, guys, beautiful day in the market. Tomorrow will be the final day of this week, because Friday is Good Friday and the markets will be closed. So hopefully we can end it on a beautiful note and actually end the account over 20,000. I won't take another $500 out. Don't worry about that. So let's see if tomorrow we can get this account to 20K, back to 20K, back to 20K where it belongs. Well, it belongs way higher than 20K, but for now it belongs in the 20K range, especially with all these great contracts. So let's see if Baba can stop being a little crybaby and blast back up into the 30s and get the account there. So that's it for this one, guys. I will catch you guys tomorrow in the next video. Deuces.